This is the number one question. I think in finance, it's really good because we are the safeguard of the company. We deal with really confidential information and important information, and it's in our DNA. Like we are really like precise, we are rule oriented, and that's where we are the safekeeper. So that's why we are hired for. It doesn't mean we need to stop there and do not do anything. This wave of questions was already there with cloud when it arrived like 15 years ago, and now nobody is asking themselves a question if an email that comes from the CEO on strategy discussions is on Outlook or Google in the cloud, in Microsoft environment or in Google environment. It's just normal for everybody. Well, guess what? When you get a Copilot license, a professional one, so like the Copilot Pro, when you pay with Microsoft M365, Microsoft uses exactly the same security environment for Copilot than for any other Office tool. You have your Outlook, you have your Excel Online, your SharePoint, your OneDrive. Everywhere where you were already saving this confidential information, Microsoft is also using the same cloud for Copilot. And they also write in their agreement with you, if you have the corporate license, we do not train on your data. Google is the same. And I have a big tip for a lot of people that want to spend money on licenses and don't know which tool to choose. If your company already spent money for Google Workspace, check Gemini.com and check on top right, you will have a pro account because it's already in the Google Workspace price. You don't have to pay more. And this Gemini has access to your Google Calendar, to your Gmail, to your Google Drive. You can ask questions about your data. Again, it's the same environment. Yes, we need to pay attention, but we should not use this as a reason not to use AI. We should know what we can do, what we cannot do. And the same way where if today you have already like some classification of what is confidential, what is not, you should know with this data in which tool you can use this. And those are the same security environment than what you are already using. So that's my advice also to make everything easier for your team. Do not start also to shop around with licenses. Stick with the one where your working data already exists. If you are a Microsoft shop, go with Copilot. They got really better now with the 5.2 model and Opus from Claude. If you are in a Google shop, go with Gemini. If you are a smaller structure and maybe GPT can be for you, get a GPT team. Or if you're a bigger one, like your company needs to take ChatGPT Enterprise, at the end, choose only one because it's better to be really good at one than average at three.
I can certainly assert that having worked with all of them since we didn't follow that advice and we have them all, they all work really well. And I think, again, as you're getting up the curve, it's better to use the one that has access to the data that matters to you, that can look more natively over the files that matter to you. But yeah, I do think that, the security concerns are things that have been obviously weighed heavily on the minds of the compliance teams of these companies for years now. And we've been pretty pleased that when you get an enterprise license with one of these companies, they're thinking about zero data retention. They're thinking about not training on your company's data, all the things that your compliance team would be most interested in.